Hello friends, today we are going to see what is multitasking, multiprocessing, multithreading, and what precisely a process means, because we are going to see what threading and multithreading in Java is about. So I thought before going to thread and multithreading, we need to have an overview of all these concepts, not in that much depth, but at least we should have a notion what are all these concepts are about. So here in multitasking, you can see in this picture we have only one processor which handles all these three processes. So in this processor uses scheduling algorithms, that is first come first serve, whichever comes first or requests first, that gets executed, and in round robin it is uh, akin to first come first serve, but it has a time slice allocated to each job. So and in shortest in SJF means shortest job first, whichever is the shortest job will be executed first, and priority it can also assign a priority to this process. So I'll show you the priority. If you open your task manager, here I have started a PowerPoint. So here you can see a PowerPoint. Okay, this is the processes, and this is the CPU usage, and the description about the microprocessor PowerPoint. So it is a process. You can see here priority. You can set priority. Now all the processes have by default normal priority. You can set below normal or lower or higher or above normal. So all these are the different processes which is being executed by the one CPU. So if I close this, you will see that, yeah, this PowerPoint has gone. The process ended here. So I'll start it again.
Excuse me.
So this is what happens in multitasking. So next is multiprocessing. It is quite similar like multitasking, but the difference is that here in a system we can have more than one processor. So that could be two or three, but more than one. And these processes get executed by this processor 1 and processor 2. So perhaps it may happen that processor 1 will execute these two processes and processor 2 will execute this, or it may also happen that processor 1 and processor 2 divide these processes, and processor 1 will do the job of process 1 2 3, partial job of process 1 2 3, and half job of this process will be done by the processor 2. So this way they share or may have separate process to execute. So that is what multiprocessing is about. And in multi-threading, um, we can see there that there is a process 1, that is a music player, and process 2, that is Eclipse IDE. So a process in multi-threading, mm, a process can have more than one thread, but a process at least has a one thread. So here process 1 is a music player which has a thread 1 that plays music. You might have explained that you are listening music on the VLC player, and you can also add a new song to that music player simultaneously, and also increase the volume of that. So uh, that application is nothing but a process, and which may have different threads, and a thread may be used for the playing music, and another thread might be used to increase the volume, or you can also have another thread to add the new song to the playlist in that music player. So thread can execute different operation concurrently. So that's what the advantages of threads. And in Eclipse, you if you have used Eclipse IDE for Java development, then you might have gone through that. When you type that, it also checks even in the comment. You can see that if you type something misspell the word, then it gives the error there, like underline. So you will notice that there has been something wrong, you made some spelling mistake over there. And you can also type simultaneously your coding, and it also compiles that. Means if you make any mistake there, then it shows that that is not going to be compiled. So this way simultaneously there may be more than one thread, but a process has at least one thread. So the difference between a process is process, we'll see what process is exactly about. So here you can see that an application can have a process, one process or process two, and process must at least have one thread. So the difference is that process requires much more memory space as compared to thread. So here you can see that process 1 and process 2 has its memory space, which has stored the resources of process 1. Same way here we have process 2, which has its own memory space, and that is used to store the resources of the process 2. And process 1 uh, may have at least a thread, one thread, and it is possible that process 2 or process any process have more than one thread. But thread is nothing but lightweighted, because if you create another thread here, means a process creates another thread there, it doesn't require a separate memory space. It utilizes the same space. And if you create here, you can see that process 1 has its own execution environment and its memory space. And if you create another process, then it will have its own memory space. But it's not same about the thread. Here you can see thread 1 shares the memory space of the process 1, and process 2 has two threads, though it has only one memory space of that process 2. These two threads share the same memory space. And an application can have more than one process, okay, and they probably communicate with each other using this intercommunication, interprocessing communication, by using pipes and sockets. So that's what all about multitasking and multiprocessing and multi-threading and process. So I hope you all have an idea about what all these concepts are about. So it will definitely gonna help us when we will start learning thread concept in Java and multi-threading. So that's it. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos.